Hi. Last time I talked to you guys, I was in Cleveland, Ohio, taking care of my sister after having surgery. And this week, I am in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which I've not been to before. And it is a cool little town. A little cold because I'm used to being in the South, but it's what a neat little town it is. So we're staying at this little Airbnb for the next month or two, and right in downtown and loving it. So, but I just wanted to talk to you really quick about a couple things. Um, I hear people talk about their retirement, and 90% of people don't have an ability to even build a retirement, so they get desperate. And many of us that got into crypto started out getting mixed up with what was called lending platforms. And basically not basically, we got scammed. They ran off with our money. In a lot of the people I know that happened to were people that were desperate to build a retirement. You know, they look and there's nothing there. They're living check by check, maybe a little bit in the savings, things like that. But as they get older, the reality hits in that what are they going to do when they have to retire? So a lot of them got mixed up in lending platforms. I got mixed up in two lending platforms, so not proud of it, but it's a fact. I was with both usi-tech and with Coin, and it made sense to me at the time when I got involved with those companies, because the idea was to give my money to the experts, right? Give my Bitcoin, in that case, to the experts. They would trade it for me using these sophisticated algorithms, and they knew what they were doing because that was the business they were in and what have you. But I mean, I guess for me, it made sense because you do that in the traditional market. You trust the experts. So what I didn't take into account was that with cryptocurrency, there wasn't the regulations in place, and someone could just literally run off with your money. And that's what happened. So it happened to a ton of people in 2017, a ton of people. And, you live and you learn. But I found a lot of people gave up just on the whole cryptocurrency, investing. And it's not cryptocurrency that took their money, it was these lending platforms, but they just got discouraged and they gave up altogether. Others tried to trade on their own. For quite a while, I was trading on my own, and I don't even know if I guess I would call it trading. I think more what people were doing was they were holding. So I would buy some Bitcoin. And when I had a little extra money, I'd buy a little more Bitcoin. And when there was more that came in, I'd buy a little more Bitcoin. And I was just holding it. Well, what was happening is the market would go up and down and up and down and up and down. It would go up and I'd be like, yay. And it would go down. And I'd be, oh. And it was an emotional roller coaster. So, and the bottom line is, if you're just holding, whatever you have when Bitcoin does, when the institutional or the institutional money comes in, whatever you have at that time and whatever Bitcoin goes up to, that's what you have. So you haven't built on that. You haven't gained any more. So keep that in mind as I discuss this a little further here and kind of break it down. But I just saw a lot of people give up. And then the ones that were trading or, buying and selling when Bitcoin took a big drop, which, all markets correct themselves. When it took a big drop, people sold out at a loss and got out. And I think the people that give up sometimes, they think a few different things. They either think it's just for the lucky, that person was lucky. The person that made it was lucky, or kind of like back in, again, you'll hear me talk a lot because I compare this a lot to the infancy of the internet, but the different companies that people, made a ton of money when they invested in things like Amazon and stuff at the very beginning. They were just lucky. or it's for the rich. It's for the rich. Or it's for people that know how to trade already, things like that. They have reasons why it just couldn't work for them. And I'm here to tell you that's not the case. It's not true. It's not just for the lucky. It's not just for the rich. I joined Unify. Now, if I hadn't found Unify, I would still own Bitcoin, and I'd be holding it. I wouldn't be trading it, but I'd be holding it because I believe in Bitcoin that much. But holding, like I said, doesn't even come close to compare to being able to trade and continue to grow your Bitcoin. So with Unify, they offer some amazing things. They offer, and it's legit. Okay, I know the scams were out there. I get it. I get it. I get why people are skeptical. Oh, it's just another one of those. It's just another one of those companies. It's not one of those companies. And you can find the facts to that before you ever get involved. So just hang with me here and have an open mind. And I'll explain that in a minute, how you can find this information out before you ever do anything, before you subscribe, before you join, before you spend a penny. You can have the facts in front of you. So hear me out. Unify offers an amazing education for both beginners and advanced. It's not just for one or the other. If you didn't even know what the word Bitcoin meant 2 days ago, you'll be safe with Unify. If you've been trading since 2009 when it came out, you would find huge advantages here with Unify. The idea is to increase financial intelligence for people at whatever level they're at. They have phenomenal signals. So what happens is a signal will come out, and they offer, I'm not going to go into all the different, there's 2 different types of signals. I'm not going to break them down right now, but one is called an advanced signal. It's for people that want to trade more. They like to trade, and they want to follow Bitcoin on a daily basis. There's also what's called universal signal. So that's for people that excuse me, I'm looking for my water here, that don't really want to learn how to trade, don't want to understand the whole technical analysis behind it, but they also understand that Bitcoin's a huge opportunity and they don't want to miss out on that. So that's the 2 different kinds of signals. Now, when I said that you can have the information, excuse me one second. Sorry about that. When I said that you can have the proof in the pudding before you ever do anything with Unify, you can. Each week they put out the historical data. So what they do is they take the signals that they had for the week. And so, okay, let's back up here a second. I get on my phone, I'll get my phone or my computer, whatever, I will get an alert that comes out, and it tells me to go to my site, and I go and I look, and it'll tell me to either buy or sell, and it'll tell me for how much. Then I go into my my exchange, which I use Binance, is who I like. I use another one too, but that's, again, I don't want to. I'm just trying to stay on topic here. But so I go to Binance, go in, and I make my buy or I make my sell, whatever they're telling me to do by that signal. Okay, so now what they do is at the end of each week, they take those signals and they compile them, and you'll see each sell, each buy. You'll see what they either profited or what they lost, because they're not all going to profit. It's they run by algorithms as well, and they're not always going to be perfect. So they'll show you each buy. So let's say you had maybe 7 trades in a week. Out of that 7 trades, you had 4 that were winners that profited and 3 that lost. Then they'll take that, they'll compile that, show it to you, and then at the end they'll show you how much you would have gained or lost at the end of the week. And they do that every single week. So before you do anything, all you've got to do is let me know you want to see that, and I'll send it to you. I'll send you each week and watch it. Watch it for a week, watch it for 2 weeks, watch it for 3 weeks, watch it for 4, whatever it is, watch it. And then you can start seeing before you make a decision. The other thing it has is there's chat rooms where people come together. We've all come together and we discuss the trades and the information for the week. So, and there's expert traders in there that are guiding us as well. But we all get a chance to kind of interact and learn together and talk. And it's really an amazing community. We also get what's called altcoin reports. So the altcoins, if you're unfamiliar with that term, you'll learn it soon enough with Unify, and they have educational videos, and they're short little clips of information, so it's not overwhelming. But an altcoin is another type of coin other than Bitcoin, and they give you reports, and that helps us make solid decisions on other coins that we can invest in. They also show, I was explaining how they show to get in and out of the market. Part of that is growing your Bitcoin, right? Instead of just holding, you're growing your Bitcoin, but it's also protecting your Bitcoin. So if the market's going to go down quickly, oftentimes, and again, it's not a perfect system, but it more often than not, obviously, if it's going to let you know to get out of Bitcoin and back into USD, and that's going to protect your Bitcoin. So it's important to me to help people that see what an amazing opportunity is to invest in Bitcoin now, while it's still in the infancy stages. Whether you've been burned by other companies or you're brand new to crypto, either way, I want to be able to use my mistakes in the early days to help others so they don't make the same mistakes. The other type of person I want to help is the one that can see what an amazing business opportunity Unify is. So I'm looking for leaders, looking for team leaders. I'm looking for people that, marketers, someone that would like to build a business. And I can send you information on that as well. Right now, I'm going to take another sip of my water. Bear with me here. I don't know if this is an old home turned into a apartments. It's really cool. Like I've never lived in the city before. There's been a couple stints where I'm traveling with my husband and he'll have to be in the city at times, and we've done this, but it's not very often. It's fun, short-lived. I wouldn't want to do it for too long, but it is fun. But I think because it's old and it's probably a little dustier, I don't know, and the season's changing, so it might be that too, I guess. But anyhow, so right now as a business, it's the perfect storm. First of all, you're investing in cryptocurrency. And if you're watching this, I'm sure you already know what a big deal that is in and of itself. But cryptocurrency is at its infancy stages. So that's a big deal. If there was nothing else, that's a big deal. Unify just launched. So that's a big deal. It's a fully paid off company. They owe nothing. The owners to Unify owe nothing. So it's a very, very stable company. And the leaders in it are amazing. They come out of the business. They bring a lot to the table because they understand the financial industry. Also, I work specifically with some top leaders from an internet marketing background that have made millions in it. And now they're bringing that expertise to the cryptocurrency market. So these people come from, like I said, internet marketing, and they've made, 7 and 8 figure incomes. So they know their stuff. The other thing that I really like is that the owners of Unify have a real heart for giving back, and they have a nonprofit side as well to the company. So I like that. I'm a firm believer that when you have that kind of heart, where their specific goal for doing all this was to be able to give back to the world, that there's no greed there, they'll succeed. So basically, you have a choice. You can do nothing and assume that the only people that will win in cryptocurrency are just the lucky, and that's why you didn't make money in it. I don't mean to be harsh, but it's the truth. There's a lot of people that are watching this right now. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm not going to do that," blah, blah, blah. And they'll walk away and they won't take the responsibility that it was something within themselves. And that's why they didn't make it. It's not just for the lucky. Because you've been burned in the past, potentially, you can let fear stop you. Or you can pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move on. But this time, with a conservative program, where you hold on to your own Bitcoin, so you're not giving it to a lending platform. You're holding it in your own exchange. You take charge and learn as you go. And if you're a leader and you understand what it takes to build a business, you've got that option, and you just go for it. And you go for it on an amazing team with an amazing product and an amazing marketing system. That's like I said, the perfect storm right now. So if you want more information, whether that's on trading, whether you're a leader and you're ready to build a business around this, click on the link below. If you're on a mobile device, you should see like a little, upside down arrow somewhere. I don't know where, usually at the bottom though, under the video, and you just click on that and it'll take you to the link. So whichever device you're on, that is how you would go about doing it. So I hope this helps. I hope it resonates with you. I look forward to hearing from you. I am here to answer questions. If there's, any questions you have, I can connect you also to, if you are a leader, let me know that, and I'll connect you to, we'll do a call where we're all on together, and I'll get you on with some of these marketing leaders that can kind of explain that aspect too, so you'll understand that better. So, okay, you have a good day and God bless.